Y'all can shove your thoughts and prayers right where the brightest of the suns don't shine. So far up that black hole of yours that even your God can't see 'em or hear 'em.
That poor girl who attended the school and went in there and shot up the school after transitioning. We can only assume that that school, as a Catholic school, did not welcome her, did not make her feel seen, included, safe during her confusing years, during her transitional years. But the goal was to become happy when you transition. And it's just so sad because it affects the LGBTQ plus community.
This is for the people who, regarding the school incident in Minneapolis, insist on referring to the accused as Robert, which is that person's birth name, evidently, later legally changed to Robin. Your trans hate is shining through loud and clear.
I have a couple of thoughts on the Minnesota shooting. If you all had just allowed them to express themselves the way they identify, we could have prevented the violent act from occurring in the first place.
I feel terrible for the kids. I don't feel bad for their parents.
Okay, wait a second. Did I just see this right? Instead of sending condolences to the families of the victims of a mass shooter in Minnesota, these TikTok creators are actually more upset about the shooter being misgendered? Are you kidding me? We're talking about families who just lost loved ones. And your biggest concern is pronouns? This is the result of being so stupid that you only have two brain cells. One brain cell is missing and the other brain cell is trying to find it.
There's no excuse for this. And it seems like school pew-pewing season starts earlier and earlier every year. I feel terrible for the kids. I feel so bad for not just the victims, but the people who witnessed it and will now have to live with that for the rest of their lives. I don't feel bad for their parents. May the universe protect them from their Catholic parents and the church. Y'all can shove your thoughts and prayers right where the brightest of the suns don't shine. So far up that black hole of yours that even your God can't see 'em or hear 'em. Fuck y'all. You did this.
This has got to be one of the most tone-deaf, disgusting things I've seen on TikTok all year, and that's setting the bar high. Here's what happened. A tragic mass shooting in Minnesota. We all know about it. People lost their lives. Families' lives changed forever due to the tragic events. Normally, after a tragedy like this, we see communities mourn, people unite, and social media fills with condolences. But no, not here. Instead, some TikTok creators have decided the real problem is that people are using the shooter's incorrect pronouns.
That poor girl who attended the school and went in there and shot up the school after transitioning and after attending that school. And we can only assume that that school, as a Catholic school, did not welcome her, did not make her feel seen, included, safe during her confusing years, during her transitional years, during her becoming who she needed to become. And it's just so sad because it affects the LGBTQ plus community.
TikTok logic. Forget about the blood on their hands. Let's make sure we gender them properly. This is a clown world. Oh boy. Here's the truth. Pronouns don't matter when you've murdered innocent people. Your actions define you, not what word you decided to identify in your Twitter or TikTok bio.
I have a couple of thoughts on the Minnesota shooting. Understand that if a trans person is to commit an act of violence such as this, maybe there were mental health issues underlying that if you all had just allowed them to express themselves the way they identify, we could have prevented the violent act from occurring in the first place.
If you think the real tragedy here is misgendering, then you're the problem. You're spitting on the graves of the victims with this nonsense. The more irrational videos that are out there like this, it's that much more important that we respond to eliminate, reduce, or counteract the effects of toxic videos and ideologies like these. No support for the families, just outrage that the killer isn't being properly respected. You see, this is the danger of turning identity politics into religion. When your ideology gets so extreme, you start defending the indefensible. You lose your moral compass. People so desperate to prove their wokeness that they end up sounding crude, irrational, and completely detached from reality. At the end of the day, pronouns don't matter. Ideology doesn't matter. Innocent lives were taken, and that's what we should be talking about. Justice for the victims and condolences for their families. We shouldn't be appeasing the mother who wants to call the killer by his pronouns. To those TikTok creators defending the indefensible, you should be ashamed. Your family should be denying being related to you. I don't even care if they go on Maury Povich and he says, "You are the father." Your family should still denounce you. It is embarrassing to be related to you. It is embarrassing to live next to you. It is embarrassing to work with you. It's embarrassing that we breathe the same oxygen and share the same planet as you. You're not just an embarrassment to your family, you are an embarrassment to humanity. When you defend a mass shooter's pronouns, but ignore their victims, especially when some of the victims were children, you're not brave, you're not progressive, you're a clown. And the world is laughing at you, not with you, but at you. What do you guys think? Are these the worst takes on TikTok right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I know you've got some. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.